What's good? What's good? Hold on, let me move this out of the background. Hold on, chat. Hold on, guys. Yo, what's good? What's good? How we doing? Can you guys see me good? Check out the new camera. How's your boy looking? There's my bed. There's my bed. Okay, yo, this is my first stream here. How do I look, guys? Do I look good? I feel good. I feel good. I feel ready to make some money with you guys. I love it here. The quality's better. Look, I got this cool mic now. Look at me. I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Guys, are you seeing this? Yo, man. Let's see who's in the chat here. Yo, what's good? What's good, Aaron? What's good, Marco Trades? What's good, Nicholas? Yo, it feels great to be here, bro. I haven't been... feels good to be back on the streams. It's been a minute. I just came back from New York. I'm back in Miami. It feels good. I got my new setup here. I got my new camera. I'm looking fresh. I took a nice shower, went to the gym. I got my BCAs here. And we're ready to make some money today. Are we ready to make some money? Let's freaking lock in. Let's lock in. I'm extremely excited to be here. Shout out my boy Riz for giving me the opportunity. Everyone at Chart Fanatics. You guys are the absolute goats. And I'm just excited to be here. Excited to be here. So what happened today is right now, you know what? Let's switch to the charts. Before we switch to the charts, hold on here. Hold on, I'm gonna get my final statement out to you guys. Is that if you guys don't know, typically I will be streaming here every single Wednesday. Today it was Thursday because I just came back from New York. Went to go see the parents, you know. Now I'm back. We're back in action, ready to make some money, back on the charts, dedicated, locked in, ready to hang out with you guys, make this the best stream out. You know, I think that this is gonna be the #1 stream. We're just starting out, and guys, we're gonna be huge. I'm extremely excited to be here, and I'll be here every single Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get some collabs going out there with me and Marco soon. I know you guys will want to see that. But anyway, let's dive into the next screen here. And I feel like a real life, I don't know, I feel super connected with you guys. I feel like a professional. I got my ring light. I'm at my desk. I got this cool camera now. I got this cool microphone. But yeah. Guys, first order of business. We got to say thank you to the beautiful, beautiful people that are sponsoring today's episode. Look at me. TradeZella, 20% off code CF20 for everything that your backtesting journal needs. As far as journaling, data entry, refinements. If you guys aren't using this, I'm telling you right now, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. So go ahead, check them out. 20% off, extremely, extremely valuable asset here. And yeah, you got to be backtesting, got to be journaling. And yeah, that's one of our sponsors today, TradeZella. All right, anyway, moving on here. Apex Trader Funding. How could I forget? Apex Trader Funding, 80% off. I think I'm not too sure. I don't know how long the promotion is still going to be running on. I thought it was supposed to be ending today, but it's still active. 80% off on Apex Trader Funding accounts, code CF. And yeah, go grab yourself some accounts, guys. 20 accounts, you know. I trade with them. They're my #1 firm, and love them. Let's get into the charts, though. And hold on, we got another one. Funded next. Also, Funded next. Those rapid accounts, guys. If you're not trading those rapid accounts, those are badass. Those are some sweet accounts. I got 6 of those, and yeah, honestly, great value and amazing. Go check them out as well. Let's dive into the charts here, guys. So, looking what we have here is that, okay, obviously we had PPI at 830, right? Huge move to the downside. What do we see on the 4-hour? Let's come to our higher time frame narrative, right? And understand why this could potentially have happened. We could figure out why this move happened today. So, we know that we had that move. We're at all-time highs, right? We had this, if you see here, we had this inversion here on the 4-hour, which is our first sign that we could come and, you know, this was extremely, extremely big move that we had, right? So now you're going to want to see price have to come and rebalance this move here. So what happened here today is that, look, we had this inversion fair value gap. We know we had extremely volatile news coming out at 8:30. We had this huge push up, right? This is a whole, this is our dealing range here. From From this swing low to this swing high. Now, to be up here, you're really deep in premium. So for price to then go and get another leg higher, it's really going to need to rebalance. Notice that we're in this 4-hour fair value gap now, right? If this 4-hour fair value gap closes below this 50%, we could drive lower. You know, so we just got to be, we have to exercise caution here today. And we're going to wait for the open. And as of right now, you know, my narrative for the day is bearish. But that's not to say that we can't get a manipulation down, right, at the bell to drive lower. And get an inversion play to play off of the longs to get back in and rebalance this huge move that we had here. So we're just going to be extremely, extremely patient. And if we don't get a trade today, we don't get a trade. Well, let's see if you guys got any questions here. Let's see. There's the man. Loved your chart fanatics video. Appreciate you, bro. CPI negative. Yeah, of course. Oh, well, today was PPI. Morning, Mariah. Did any of you guys take any trades yet today? Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. Did you guys take anything yet today? We got market opening about 22 minutes here. And we're just going to be patient. We're not going to force trades. Like I said, and like what Marco said, is that I'm not going to take trades just to, you know, please the stream. I'm going to go off of my system. If we get a trade based off of my system, we'll execute it. If not, all good. We'll just hang out and chill. How do you guys feel about that? Took that NAS 100 PO3. Yo, what's good, Logan? Yeah, I got in on those guys. I got in on a trade. I was flying back from New York yesterday, and I got into that trade while I was getting on the plane. So I was a little bit scared, you know? Trading on the plane is, guys, I don't recommend it. It's a little bit scary. But it was like, I was at the airport, I saw like this A+ setup. I was like, oh, man. And I was fighting all my demons not to take it. But I took the trade. And, yeah, I took it while I was on the plane. But I don't recommend trading on the plane, guys. It's very hairy business. You know, I should have probably just waited until I got home. Yeah, but it ended up working out. A few of my accounts did see a little bit red because the Wi-Fi went out and I couldn't exit the position. So I do not recommend trading on the plane, guys. So that's what happened yesterday. Okay, I took the trade on NASDAQ. It was an A+ position, and then I'm on the plane, right? And I could exit some of my trades, and as you could see yesterday, I passed some more accounts yesterday, and I made some good profits. But a few of my accounts, right, guys? I couldn't exit the trade. There's no Wi-Fi on the plane. I'm on the plane, and I'm freaking out. And guess what? It didn't end well. So that's what you get for trading on the plane, guys. Don't do it. What's the biggest trade you ever taken, and how much did you make? Mansoor, biggest trade I've ever taken was a 1-to-51 RR on Think Capital. It was CFD firm, and I risked $1,000. I made $51,000. It was a swing trade. I held it for about 2.5 weeks, and that was the biggest trade I ever taken in my life. That was astronomical. It was on a 200K account. I made nearly 25% on that account in one trade. One trade. It's wild. That was the craziest trade I've ever had in my life. And it was actually on a UJ short. And it was wild. And as you guys know, guys, I'm not the best short trader. I'm not the best short trader at all. I'm actually, I tend to have more of a bullish bias in the market. And based off of just my data, I'm better at longs. But that trade that I did take, and I do take short positions every now and again, but it has to be like super A+. And I held that trade for around 2.5 to 3 weeks. It was astronomical trade. Wild. Stop Road City, what's good? How do you view the markets? Let me see. Let me answer. Yeah, keep your questions coming in. I love it. Let's see. Yo, how do I view the markets? So basically, is that I never come to the markets with a strong bias. I will go based off of my system. So normally, guys, as you know, I prefer to trade the higher time frames. As you guys know, I'm a higher time frame trader. If I could swing trade, excuse me, guys. If I could swing trade on all futures firms, I would, because that's my bread and butter, and I just adapt, and I like that style of trading a little bit more. It's more laxed, and I just know that like higher time frame price action is just a little bit more let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just more accurate, and it's that you're not getting trapped and lost into all the lower time frame narrative. And if I could swing on all my futures accounts, I would. But unfortunately, I had to adapt to a lower time frame model, and I created a few lower time frame models that I could utilize to trade the futures firms. But yeah, guys, like I said, I used to trade with all the CFD firms. If you know me, and you know any part of my story, is that I came from the CFDs, and so that's what I know and love. And I wish I could trade with more of the CFD firms, guys, but guess what? I can't. You know why? I made too much money, and they got rid of me. So I can't trade with them. So I had to adapt. I had to come to the futures market, and that's what I did. And I trade my live account. I do my swing trades on. And as far as intraday trading, I have a few models that I use for futures. And yeah, so that's what makes you a great trader, is that, you know, sometimes life will throw you curveballs, and you have to go and adapt to whatever's going on in your life. So unfortunately, I can't trade with many of the CFD firms anymore, but that's not to say that I can't make a killing in the futures market. Bro, why are you streaming in your bedroom? BG, you want to know why? It's because I live in a one-bedroom apartment. Humble beginnings. I live in a one-bedroom apartment here in Miami, and as you guys know, my beautiful girlfriend, she's working in the other room. So this is what it is for now, guys. I live below my means. You know, I live in a one-bedroom apartment here in Miami, and it's plenty enough for me. I love it. I live in an extremely luxury building here, but it's a one-bedroom, so that's why I'm streaming in the bedroom today. How long did it take you to become profitable? Joey, it took me around, let's see, I started this in 2020 during COVID, and really my big turnaround year was this year, guys. Before I moved to Miami, that's when things really started taking off for me. So I struggled like a lot of people out there for 5 years, man, losing money, blowing challenges. There was a time where I was living in Long Island still, and I was getting the stimulus checks from the government, right? I was in the plumbers union at the time, and I was getting my stimulus checks, and I was putting them into evaluation accounts, and I had really no clue what I was doing. I was like, okay, prop firms. I started figuring them out, saw some stuff on YouTube. I was like, all right, let me give it a chance. And I saw the potential and the upside, and guys, I'm going to be honest, I didn't have a clue what technical analysis was. I would have the RSI up, and when it was overbought, I would smash sells, and when it was oversold, I would smash longs. And guess what, guys? That didn't work out too well for you, boy. So I blew pretty much every account that I've ever bought, right? And it got to the point where it was so bad, where I was blowing so much money, right, on these accounts, that my girlfriend had to pay my rent for me. She literally had to pay my rent. It was the most embarrassing moment of my entire life, guys. It was bad. And I was like, Tyler, you got to take a step back, man. That's how you know you hit rock bottom. It's like you're blowing all your stimulus money. You know, I wasn't working. I was home. You know, it was COVID. And my girlfriend paid my rent for me, bro. And she's still with me to this day. You know, we come a long way. And yeah, that's how the journey began. And then let's fast forward a little bit, is that I took a step away from prop firms. I was like, Tyler, you need to develop a model here. Fast forward a little bit, I started just devoted a lot of time to backtesting, guys. And that's what I tell you guys, is that you need to be behind the charts. You need to be backtesting. Like, you have to have data, and you have to refine your model. So that's what I did for about, I'm not even kidding, guys, it had to be over a year, where I took all the time away from just trading live capital and just focused on, you know, using services like TradeZella and backtesting on TradingView and getting all my data and having a true statistical edge in the market, where I had data and that I wasn't gambling anymore, guys. I come to the market, I had a system. It's like, if A happens, I do B. If I get stopped, I'm okay, and I walk away from the charts. Fast forward till about a year ago, right? I was like, all right, I'm going to go all in, because I had a really good model. You know, I found ICT. I developed some ICT concepts. I, you know, have some indicators that I utilize. And I was like, I felt like I had a really strong edge in the market. And so I took all my credit cards, right? This is, guys, don't do what I do, okay? This is not financial advice. I took my credit cards and I maxed every single one of them out. All of them. Every Bank of America, Chase, Citibank, all of them, dude. And I bought all evaluation accounts. This is all, we're talking CFDs, guys, because I was only trading CFDs at the time because I was a swing trader. And I passed every single challenge. Every single one, I passed. Every one of them. I just stuck to my model, and I didn't deviate from it, and I passed. And this, my first big payout ever after I passed, I'll never forget it. And it was the best feeling of my entire life. And I've had a $51,000 payout. Nothing will ever top this feeling of this payout. I put $20,000 in debt on my credit cards, and it was on a UJ long, and I made 20 grand. I made 20 grand, and I closed the trade at 3 in the morning. I texted Taylor, I'm like, babe, I just made 20 grand payout. And I paid my credit cards off, guys, right? Paid all my cards off. I quit my job. I worked for Taylor's dad, my girlfriend, if you guys don't know, it was my boss in the elevator union, okay? So I told him I quit my job, and I moved to Miami. I said, I'm going all in. I had all this allocation. I had some money in the bank. Not a lot, guys. Not a lot. I got this apartment, which you see me in now. I got this 1 bedroom. That's all I could really, afford at the time. You know, I'm in a luxury building. I love it. You know, my rent's great. I live below my means. And my first month here, guys, I made $168,000 in 1 month. 168 grand in 1 month. And then the month after that, guess what? I made another 100 grand. And then the month after that, guess what? I made another 100 grand. My life changed so fast, guys, because I had a strong model. And that's how quick your life can change when you have an edge and you don't deviate, and you have strong risk management, and you trust yourself, and you don't let your psychology overtake you. It's like all this stuff is extremely, extremely powerful, man. I'll never forget it, guys. I'll never forget it. I wrote on a vision board, right? And I slept next to it in my bed. In my bed. Like, right next to my bed. I swear to God, okay? I hand to God. I will not make this up. If you believe, whether you believe in God, you believe in the power of manifestation, you believe in the power of writing your goals down, and power of affirmation, guys, I wrote every single goal that I had on a whiteboard, right? I wrote, I'm going to get my dream car. I'm going to move to my dream apartment in Miami. This was when I was living in Long Island still. This was probably a year and a half ago. I got a big whiteboard, and I slept next to it, next to my bed. Every single night before I went to bed, I touched the board and I looked at it. And I visualized myself having this stuff. Because I knew, I was like, I never had a plan B, guys. People are always like, oh, you have a plan B? No, I never had a plan B. Trading was always going to work. I did not care. I wasn't going to work in the elevator union until I was happy. I was like, I want to be free. I want to be financially free. I want to work my own. I want to be my own boss. So, every single thing I wrote down. And I swear to God, I was like, I'll be on a Words of Wisdom podcast on there, because that was like, I used to watch Words of Wisdom every single day when I was going to work. I would watch it. I would watch those podcasts. I wrote, I'm going to make 6 figures in a month. I wrote, I'm going to get my dream car. I'm going to be in my dream apartment. I wrote, what else did I write? I wrote all this other stuff, guys, and I made every single freaking thing on that list happen. Every single thing. Everything that I've done. And it's even bigger now, because now, look, now Riz is one of my friends. That's how quick your life can change, okay? I was watching Riz, right? A year ago, watching his Words of Wisdom podcast, and I was like, yo, I'm going to be on this one day. And if you go back on my Twitter, I posted a screenshot of when Trader Kane was on the podcast, and I said I'm watching this, and I was back testing at the time. And fast forward a year from now, look where I'm at now. Look where I'm at now. And all of you guys can do this. I'm not special. I'm a regular guy. Look, I'm going to look right in the camera. I'm a regular guy. All I did was I never took no for an answer. I didn't give a crap about what anybody else said, and I knew that I was going to make it. You have to be delusional. You have to, but it has to be calculated, guys. You have to do this and have adequate risk management and be able to control your emotions, that you guys can all make this happen. Every single one of you that's watching this, I'm looking at you right in the face right now. You guys can do this. You got it. There's no reason why you can't. You could change your life. You could change your family's life. Everything. All right? So that enough of my rant, but I just every single time it's just because I'm really passionate. I love you guys, and that there's no reason why you guys can't do this. There's no reason. And I love you guys, and you guys keep me motivated, because I come here and I'm like, if I could help you guys in some way, that's more to me than any monetary value that I'll get from the markets. You guys got to understand that. You got to know that, like, making money is great, but if you could touch the heart of someone else and change their life, it's like God in the world will bless you with all the things that you want in this life. Everything. everything. So that's why I come here, and if I can give back and we could do some trades here and give you guys some knowledge through my Chart Fanatics video. It's like when you guys ask me questions and then I see you guys in my DMs or like sending me screenshots of you guys utilizing the model and back testing. It's like, yo, that makes my freaking day. It does. I don't care how much money I make. You know, one of the traders here, I'm pretty sure he's here right now. His name is Logan. I don't know if that's his real name, but yo, you got to see this kid. He's crushing it. He took the teachings from Chart Fanatics. He's backtesting, and he's killing it, man. That, to me, every time he comes and he posts on my Twitter, I see that, and it brings a smile on my face. I swear. More than anything that this will ever bring me. Like, being able to help others, that's where you have true value. You have passion, and you have a purpose in life. That's how you can make trading a real, like, it brings more to me than just making money. You guys get that? I freaking love you guys. So smash the like button for that. The market's about to open in 8 minutes here. And, if you guys have any more questions, drop the questions below. I'd love to answer them. And you guys are just freaking awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. That's just a little bit about my story. Stop run cities from Northport. Heck yeah. Let me see what you guys are writing here. I'm watching Words of Wisdom for 3 years. Never give up. What things should be observed on a chart, or what are the principles that should be followed to become a successful trader? Well, this is what I want to also state to you guys is that okay. Everyone is going to see this market differently. That's what's the beauty of it, you know? Some people will be stronger on the lower time frames. Some people will only be strong on the higher time frames. Some people could trade intermediary time frames like the 15, 30 minute. This is what you need to do. You need to understand is that what are your particular strengths in the market? Do you understand? When you come to the market, you got to know through your back testing. Okay, it could be anything. Do I trade? I want to make this very, very clear. Any strategy works as long as you have adequate risk management. So, do I work well with fair value gaps? Do I work well with trend lines? Do I work well with order blocks? You know, it could be a host of things. Am I a momentum trader? Am I a trending trader? Do I like reversals? All these things is that you need to put time behind the charts off of prop firms, guys. Off of prop firms, not trading props. And this is the beauty of TradeZella. This is the beauty of TradeZella is that you could do this and have no upside risk to yourself, no downside risk. You can go and get all this data. It's like, okay, and you'll know when you come to the market, it's what do you see first? And you have to jot this down. It's like, okay, this is all the things that I did. It's like, okay, I don't know what an order block is. I'm not good at trading it, but I'm really good at seeing fair value gaps. And I like trending markets. I don't trade well in consolidation. Every single thing that I had, I wrote down. What candlesticks work the best at what times? What trading sessions? Am I good at New York? Am I better at London? Am I better at swing trading Asia and getting a full continuation for the daily candle? It's like all these little nuanced things you have to write down. You have to. Because now you're tailoring your edge and you're like, okay, I don't need to trade New York. Do you know why? It's because the probabilities of me making money there are lower. So I'm not going to trade New York. My best trading session is London. As you guys seen in the Chart Fanatics video, I'm better at trading London session. So that's what I do. I just trade London because why? My edge is in London. My edge isn't in New York. My edge is where I get the continuation through it. And that's one thing is that that's what makes this so individual. It's like you guys may be stronger in New York. That's why I take the teachings from Chart Fanatics, right? And make it your own. So you don't have to go with, oh, Tyler trades from 2 a.m. to 6:30. You guys could find the model work for New York. I'm not going to see the model the same way that some people see it. You know, Logan, who's probably, I don't know if he's still here, but he's been finding stuff that's different, that he's actually utilizing it on a smaller time frame. And like I told him, is that as long as you have the data and you have the edge, go ahead. You know? So that's the beauty of the market, guys, is that you could really tailor this to yourself. And I tell everybody to do that. Don't take what these traders do and completely mimic it, because you may not even be able to execute it the same way as me. You got to understand that. Just because I trade something, still it doesn't mean that you guys will be successful at it. You have to go and test it yourself. So let's get some more questions here. I was a welder for many years. Took a solid 4 years to become profitable. It definitely takes time. Much love, bro. 2 trades. Yeah, man. I was in the elevator union and I was hauling some big rails going into the elevator shaft, guys. These things were 16 feet and they had to be 300-400 pounds. You're pulling them up on this pulley system and people are screaming at you, get it up there now. You know, it's cursing at you. It's like, guys, it was a rough, like the money was great, right? But it's a rough way to live, man. If you guys know anything about, unions, especially in New York, they're cutthroat. They don't play games. So it was a tough job, man. And the biggest blessing was for me is that I could work for myself now, and I don't need to have a boss, and I can wake up and trade and have financial freedom, and it's just the best feeling in the entire world. Let's see. Great advice, bro. Echoing. What? I'm echoing. Nice. GC has that old money feel. I'm originally from Farmingdale. Oh, hell. Yo, guys, I actually, Stop Run City. I actually graduated from Farmingdale State College. Your boy's got a bachelor's degree in business management. Do I use it? Absolutely not. Complete waste of time. But yeah, Logan's in the chat. Logan's been probably one of the best people who's been utilizing the model, and from Chart Fanatics, and I'm extremely proud of him. I had to give him a shout out. You're crushing it, bro. Yeah, Route 110. Heck yeah. Yeah, guys. I went to West Virginia University, and it was extremely big party school. And your boy failed out. I lasted about 1 year at that school, and my dad came from Jersey. He picked me up. He said I was in the business school there. And I actually, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I got below a 1.0 GPA. I didn't even go to class. Failed out. And my mom made me finish school, and I went to Farmingdale. If you don't know, shout out Farmingdale State College. I'm alumni, and I got she made me finish my bachelor's degree. I got my bachelor's degree in business management from Farmingdale State College. So I'm not just a pretty face, guys. I got a bachelor's degree. How about you? But anyway. How do we find our edge among all the trade methods on Chart Fanatics? Great question. Great question, Dynamic Tiger. So out of all the knowledge that's being dropped on Chart Fanatics, this is what I will say. You have to find something that resonates with you. You have to find something that you know right away. It's like, when I get into the market, do I see this? Is it difficult for me to analyze this? I'm confused. Like, my head's spinning around. You'll know, guys. You'll have an intuition. It's like, it's like, okay, this is coming fairly simple and fairly easy to me. I could probably make this work. That's where your edge lies. Your edge lies in yourself. You are the edge. The strategy isn't the edge. You're the edge. So you could there's a plethora of teachings on Chart Fanatics, and what you have to do is like, okay, you'll know. Are you too emotional on the 1 minute chart? Stay the hell away from it. Stay away from it. Do I execute trades better and handle my emotions better on the 15, 30 minute? Do I like to swing trade? Do I prefer futures? Do I prefer CFDs? It's like, these are all things that you need to know. And you need to just write it down and just get a journal. I have a handwritten journal that I have. Hey, look, I'll pull it up. The market's open, guys. The market's open. So far, we got nothing. Look, I'm going to show you. Handwritten journal right here. Look, old school. Look, Forex, futures. Look at this. You see this? This is what you need. 4 hour, daily, 30 minute. This is what makes you profitable right here. Look. All this stuff here. Futures, like kill zones, like everything's written out, bro. EMAs, look at this. Highlighted. You seen this? This is the stuff you need to do. I don't just talk it, I do it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? This is crucial stuff here. Daily chart. Look. All notes. This book is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is what you got to do. Right here. You're doing yourself a huge disservice if you don't do stuff like this. This is what I was doing every single day, backtesting. I had this. This is my holy grail. I have 2 journals like this. You got to do stuff like that, guys. See what you guys are saying. The Gravitron. Oh, God. Don't get me, guys. Don't get me. I don't do rides. I don't do Adventureland. If you're going to Adventureland, stop. It's very dangerous. I don't like the Gravitron. I don't do rides well. I will throw up. I get car sick if I'm not driving. What is your opinion on being both a futures trader and a currency trader? Mr. Wonder, I do both myself. I just have 2 totally different risk dynamics. 2 totally different risk dynamics. It's not the same at all. Oh, wait. Hold on here. Why is this? Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. Can you guys see this? No, right? No. Yeah. What else are you guys saying here? So right now, guys, not seeing anything that I like. Not seeing anything that I like or worth my time. Just kind of just chilling for now. And being patient. And we're going to go from there. Let me see. NQ, let me... So we tapped into this. This is a strong chance that we can go higher and then just tap in here, right? And rebalance this extremely big move that just happened. This move was astronomical. Huge. So I think that we're going to have to rebalance that move at some point. It just seems like it just... This was too aggressive, man. Too aggressive. But we're going to be patient. And we're going to see. Yeah, we're just... Right now, we're just looking at NQ for right now. I'll pull up gold, too. But I'm just eyeing this right now. Just seeing if we see anything worth our time. I like that... We tapped into this fair value gap here. We have this huge distribution lower. We could come back in and fill at least 50% of this fair value gap before going lower. But as of right now, nothing that I see that's worth my time. And we're just chilling. We're simply just chilling. And we're going to go from there. We are just going to relax and see if we get something that's worth our time. But I do think that we could pull back up into here, but it's just so bearish right now, guys. So bearish. But let's see. Let me see here. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up so I can see what's going on. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm just pulling some stuff up here. One sec. Hold on here. Let me get this up. Oh, I see. Yep, you see that push? We're probably going to fill 50% of this. Nice push. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You see? I just, it just wasn't an A+ setup for me to go and take that. But yeah, not a bad move. I mean, this move had to get rebalanced somehow. It was just such a huge play from PPI that, you know, we're tapping into this fair value gap now at this point. We could drive lower because the higher time frames are now bearish. But yeah. Let me, do you guys, drop some more questions for your boy. Drop some more questions. I'm just eyeing this. It's just... Yeah, that wasn't... Okay, that's good. I don't know why this... Hold on. Give me 1 sec here, guys. I need 1 sec. I just want to make sure... Because, guys, I'm executing my trades on Ninja Trader. I just want to make sure everything's set up and it's good. Before I, if we do get a trade. Because as of right now, everything's messed up. So just give me 1 sec. And I'll be right... Okay. Well. No, we don't need that. We need to get... Okay. 184. Boom. Okay. Let me lower this. Okay, drop some more. Now everything's ready to rock. Everything's ready to rock. We're in good shape here, guys. Let's see if we could drive higher. Come up into this order block here. Yeah, what you guys think about the lives? See if we can get a nice little push back up to this range here. But yeah, we're just chilling, guys. We're just chilling today. I just want to make sure everything is rolling. Boom. See, why isn't this... Oh, it is working. Okay. Okay, nice. Whoa. Do. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. When you going to do a meetup in Miami? Oh, guys, I'm down. You let me know. I'm down to do a meetup in Miami. You kidding me? Of course. I would love that. These sessions are amazing. What about Forex? I am trading some Forex. I can only trade with a limited amount of firms, though, guys. You guys got to remember this. I'm not treated the best in the Forex side anymore. If you guys know. If you guys know, you know. Tyler, can you please explain your scalping model? Absolutely. Let's see, I'm getting text here. Hold on. Can you guys see what's going on? Is it a black screen? Hold on. Something's messed up here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Can you guys see me? Are you still swing trading Forex? Oh, okay. Boom. Can you guys see what's going on? We see everything. Can see, but your chart is frozen. Really? Can you see this? This isn't moving? Okay. All right, you're good. All right, good. All right, good. Hold on. What are they saying to me in here? Oh. Yeah, guys, I was checking my Ninja Trader. Is everything good now? Is everything good? All right, let's see here. Drop some more questions for your boy. It's moving nice. We good, man. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not executing on this platform. I had to get my Ninja Trader up. And just want to make sure everything was set up there. But we should be good now. Let's see if we can get some bullish price action here. But as far as for right now, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. This could drive a lot lower. Drop some more questions for your boy. There we go. What's your everyday trading schedule? Good question. Okay. My everyday trading schedule is... Wow, look at this. My everyday trading schedule is that every single day, guys, you're not going to... Guys, I'm going to be honest. Every single day, I'm up at around 2 because I like to see the 4-hour Asian session candle and the London session candle. So I'll set my alarm for that. And I'll get up for that. And then... So after I do that, if I don't see a trade, I'll go back to sleep. And then hopefully around 9:30 when the market opens, I'll get like a nice scalp model that I can get in on. And if I don't get anything for the day, then that's it for the day. But usually I'll look for a 4-hour entry in Asia or London. And if I don't get anything there, then I'll look for an entry at 9:30. And yeah, so if I don't get anything at 9:30, then I just don't trade for the day. Very simple. You know, I keep my trading minimal, and I don't have a lot of screen time, and that's what helps me become profitable. Is that I actually do way less than most people. Is that, you know, some people could sit on the charts all day. It's that if I don't see nothing from like 9:30 to 9:50, I'll pretty much be done for the day. I won't be trading. But yeah, let's see. We good, brother. Don't worry. You only trade NQ? I trade NQ and gold, but for the 9:30 open model that I'm in right now, is I'm only trading NQ because I like the volatility better. And but guys, honestly, for my swings and my 4-hour trades, I've been liking ES a little bit more. It's been moving more clean. But as far as like this like scalping intraday model, I prefer to just trade NQ. And usually I'm typically trading from like 9:30 to 9:50, like looking for that macro time, and then I'll just get off the charts from there. I'll be done. But yeah, like I said, I keep my window. It's only like 20 minutes. So if I don't see anything in those 20 minutes, I'll just call it a day. Do you use checklists? If yes, can you share? Are you swing/scalper on both futures and currencies, or I only swing? I swing on I swing on futures and CFDs, I only swing. But my swings on futures are typically like a intraday swing. So like I'm usually catching a daily expansion, so probably like the daily candle. So I'm looking to just trade the daily candle there. So what I do is I'll get in like an Asian session, and then I'll ride it out for like the 4-hour candle, the 10 a.m. to the 2 p.m. 4-hour candle. And usually I'm out of those trades by like 2 p.m. But yeah. Yo, about your strategy from Chart Fanatics, when are talking about the confirmation candle? When you're talking about the confirmation candle, you said it has to be below the high of the doji. Is that the candle or the wick high? It's the body of the candle. The body. Good question, bro. Good question. Logan, when you get a chance, could you talk a little bit about your PO3 refinements? You said you made it even better now. Yes, I can. Can you guys collab the live trading reel? Oh, that wasn't on there. Tyler, do you have a video we can watch showing your scalping method? I'll make a YouTube video on that for you guys. I've just been busy. I will get it done. 100%. I'll make a scalping model for you guys. I think we're going to dump on NQ. We are in premium. Also remember the 4-hour inversion. Correct. Correct. But I do think that we could drive back into this order block here before going lower. We just got to be patient. Like I said, no trades right now. I'm currently just chilling. But we'll see. We shall see. Let me pull up my trading here. Okay. Boom. Let's see here. Nice little candle up there. All right. So, what else you guys got for me? What else you guys got for me? Wait, guys. I gotta urinate. I'll be right back. Guys, be right back. I gotta pee. Guys, I'm back. Guys, I'm back. I had to pee. Guys, I had to pee. Really bad. I drink too much aminos, guys. I drink way too much aminos. Okay. Anyway. Get those questions ready. Okay. I had to pee real quick, guys. I had to urinate. I drank too much aminos, and I came back from the gym, and I had to pee. I'm sorry. Okay. Hopefully your explains there break down your scalping model. Yes, I'll make a full... Okay, let me see. Do you want to see... Let me see if I can pull up an old one here. Would you guys want to see that? You guys want to see some old... Okay. I'll show you guys an example. Let me see if I can get it up here. See, I have... Okay. Let me pull up like a prime example for you guys. I have some data here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's one. Ready? So, 9:30 open, right? This is what I usually typically will look for. Okay, guys. Did I wash my hands? Maybe. Yeah, I washed them. Okay. Anyway, guys. This is we're gonna discuss, since there's no trades currently right now. There's no trades right now. I want to make this clear. No trades. So, here we go. This is what I'll look for at 9:30, and then we can go. This is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. Okay. This is what we'll do here. Stick with me here, chat. The plan here is we're gonna do this. We're gonna go over this chart, this trade, and we're gonna see what the difference is of the price action on what we saw today. And we'll compare the two. So, 9:30 opens. You wait for 9:30. You wait for 9:30. You wait for the market to open. You get nothing. The trading window that I look for is 9:30 to 9:50. It's the first 20 minutes of the market opening. What do we see here? We get nothing at first. We get this big liquidity wick coming down. No price action here. And like I said, guys, what am I good at trading at? What am I good at trading at? I'm good at trading at fair value gaps and inversions. And I like to be in a small time window. If I'm in my small time window, then that's where I shine. I'm better at, and this is what I notice, is that when I'm trading less and I'm focusing on a smaller amount of time on the charts, that's what makes me more successful, because now I'm pinpointing something so minute in the market. It's like, okay, I only care about the open. I want to trade 9:30 to 9:50, right before 10 o'clock. Okay, and this is what I look for. I get this fair value gap print, right? I have my Bollinger Bands. I get this fair value gap print outside the Bollinger Band, right? Boom. We're in our time zone. We're outside the Bollinger Band. I get this fair value gap print, right? What happens? I get an inversion here, right before 9:50. And if you know anything about 9:50, right, is that price is going to want to chase and seek liquidity. So what do we do here? My stop is below the inversion. I'm long here on the inversion of this gap, right? Stops here. And I typically will aim for anywhere from like a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 on these trades, right? So 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Boom. That's one there. Look, I'll show you another one. That's one example. That's one example, okay? Let's show you another one. This one is also a very good one. I'll go over that at a different time. Totally different model. Totally different model, but we'll go over the inversion plays for right now. Okay? Like I said, guys, these don't happen every single day, but when they do happen, the probability of them working out in your favor is extremely high. Let's go over another example here. Hold on here. Hold on. Here we go. Another one. No, I didn't like that one. That wasn't outside. See, I have all this data that I was already taking, was already backtesting on here. Okay, here's a really good one. Here's a really good one, guys. You see this, guys? I see this play. It's my holy grail, okay? Watch. Watch, I'll show you again. Ready? 9:30. What happens? This is all a manipulation leg down. All of it. Look, here, 9:30, 9:31, 9:32, 9:33. What happens? What happens, right? All these fair value gaps print inside. We get this huge bullish candle. Not only did we invert one, we inverted two. As soon as this inverts, here, stop below this fair value gap. Why? Because there's no, price shouldn't come back to this. It has no reason to come back. And what do you shoot for? Boom. 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Done. These run, though, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Some of these trades run. Like, I'm just doing some data refinement here, but, like, this is a serious model. It works very, very well. Love it, IFEGs. What moving average have you applied? Guys, this is just, I could show you the setting here. All it is here is just a Bollinger Band. I set the length to 50 for the intraday model. I set the length to 50. And the style, I just changed the top and the bottom Bollinger Band. And then, yeah, it's just a 50. You just change all this to 50. then why are you using indicators? I use the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands is one of my favorite indicators to use. I want to see it print outside the Bollinger Band. That's very crucial for me. That's dope. Yeah, so that's one of the models. And look, we can go to price action today. If we fast forward, boom. Look, we really got nothing of the sort. So it's like, why would I go and trade this? Hold on here. You know, it's not worth the time. You see? No inversion play. We're not outside. It's just like, we have this fair value gap here, right? At 928, boom. Wicked into the 50%. But it's just not part of the model. And, you know, this was a higher probability play to go long. Why? Is because we had this huge move here, right? We had this huge move that needs to get rebalanced. At least 50% of this move. It actually ended up coming all the way back up. Completely freaking reversed this whole move. What's the purple areas? Oh, this was just... The purple areas was just me marking out 4-hour fair value gaps. That's all it was. It's just 4-hour fair value gaps that I marked out. Just higher time frame areas of interest. Tyler, what's the checklist? Can you please share? What smaller time frame should we shift after 4-hour mitigation? Guys, so when I'm trading the 4-hour, like if I'm trading my swings, I'll just trade solely off the 4-hour. That's it. If I'm trading, hold on, I need to get my charger on for my laptop. If I'm trading off of the 1 minute, I'm really like, I'm going off of higher time frame order flow, like the 4-hour. Like, although we had this inversion here, right? If we come and reclaim this fair value gap here, as you see, look, if this 4-hour candle closes, we wick through the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, right? And then we reclaim this one, this could go higher. But as of right now, since we had this inversion here, we're kind of in like, our narrative is like, you know, we had the inversion, but we respected this 4-hour fair value gap. So we're in the middle here. So it's really, we're not in high probability conditions right now as far as higher time frame order flow goes. And we're better off just sitting on the sidelines. You got to be okay with that, guys. You got to be okay with not trading. You have to be, like, when I trade less, and this is one thing I will stress to you guys, is that I traded the lower time frames, right? When I first started my CFD journey, I traded the lower time frames. I was trading like the M5, the M1, the M15, and I was doing horrible, man. I was blowing all my accounts. And I was like, and it was a psychology issue. I couldn't mentally handle like the candlesticks moving that fast. I didn't have enough time to react. And these were all things that I wrote down. And it wasn't until like now I'm at the point where, you know, my psychology is a lot better in the markets and that I'm not as emotional as I once was, and now I can really get into the lower time frames and handle it more properly. Is that it's like, if you're newer to the markets, I really recommend people, you know, stick to the higher time frames. Although you're trading less, is that I promise you guys, and I'm not lying, I probably trade less than 90% of the people in the industry, but I made more money than them. Because my entries, when I do get into my trades, the RR is huge. My win rate is big. And although I'm not active in the markets as much, I'm still hitting big trades. So it's making up for that. So that's where I shine, and that's where I like to put a lot of my focus, is that I take a lot of pride in my swing trades and being active on the higher time frames. But I like to sometimes come to the market, right, on my futures accounts and get some entries on the 1 minute and just trade the open. That's it. I trade the first 20 minutes. If I don't see anything, I'm not trading. So when I come to the streams, we're going to be trading. For me, personally, I don't know how Marco trades. I like to look for trades within the first 20 minutes of the market opening. That's my highest probability condition. So that's what I'm going to stick to. And that's what I have my data on. So I'm not going to go and deviate from that for the stream. I love you guys, but, you know, trading is my income, man. And I'm gonna focus on my system. Let's see what else. Do you have any video recommendations of yours explaining the swing trading models you use? We rejecting. Yeah, like I said, guys. Hold on. Oh, sorry, moved that on accident. Like I said, guys, if you know, look at this. This is a huge order block here. Huge, massive. Especially with this huge rejection in price here, right? Price came up. Look, we're tapping into this order block, driving lower. But I don't have any data on this. This is just me having intuition as a trader and being in these markets. Do you guys get that? Is that why I'm not going to go and trade this? This isn't part of my trading plan. I'm just going off of what I see. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. I have a lot of time behind the charts, and I tell you guys this, is that that's something you can't teach people. You need to have time behind the charts. You have to. You have to go and back test. You have to go and like, okay, for me, this is a high probability order block. Why? We look at this extremely huge manipulation lower. This is high probability conditions, is that if price can break above this and close above it, okay, then maybe we could drive higher. But as you see, look, we're already rejecting this zone. This is a strong order block here. This is not something I trade, but this is just something that I'm seeing right now. This is just something that comes natural to me because I have time behind the charts. I wouldn't go and execute a trade off of this. No way. Your NQ scalp system. Same on gold. I don't trade the scalp system on gold. But like I said, guys, look, go and back test it. Go and back test it. That's not to say that it doesn't work on gold. I've only back tested on NQ. I'm not gonna go and tell you something it works when I don't have the data on it. I'm not in the position to gamble. I'm not a gambler. I come here and I get data. After I'm done with the streams, I'll probably get some more data refinement. That's what I do. I get data on my edge. I'm not going to come and be like, oh yeah, gold works when I don't have no data on it. I'm not going to tell you guys that. We keep everything open and honest here, okay? Open and honest. Did you used to spend 5 to 8 hours a day looking at the charts? Mr. Wonder, way more than that, bro. Way more than that. So I'll give you a little backstory, okay? I would go to work in the elevator union. I would be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. Guys, there's no trades right now, so we're just talking. We're chatting. I love you guys. And I'm going to answer some questions and just hang out. This is what I like to do other than trade. Like, you guys got to be okay with there's no trade today. There's going to be no trade. I want to make that evidently clear. So we're going to be asked. So ask me as many questions as you guys want, and we're going to answer all of them. So what happens, let me continue my story here. I got backtracked. So I would go to work. I would work from, I would be on the job site at 6 o'clock in the morning with tools in my hand. And I would get done at, I remember I used to never work Fridays. I would only work Monday through Thursday. And it would be like, we'd have to do 4 10s, but we wouldn't work 4 10s. If anybody knows about the elevator union, guys, we're the first to be on the job and we're the first to be off. So I would probably I would start work at 6 and probably be gone by like 1:45 too. I'd go home, I'd go hit the gym, because gains are life. And guys, wait, let me state one thing. I'm telling you right now, I'm the strongest and most jacked trader in the space. Just gonna go and say it. Marco, if you guys know Marco, I'll tell you right now, he's probably running. He's probably somewhere, he probably ran to Africa, or he's somewhere in Dubai right now. Marco, if you know Marco, he's known for running. And he's also the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. When Marco comes on the stream, everyone say, "Morning, Mr. Clean," because he loves that. He loves when I call him that. So I think that I'm the most jacked trader in the space. Like, as far as like, I don't think anybody can lift as much as me. But as far as running, nobody runs like Marco. You know, he runs from his trades. He runs from he's like Forrest Gump. He runs. That's what he's good for. And hopefully we're gonna have a stream here with me and Marky. Together, me and Mr. Clean the Magic Eraser. And we're just gonna be best pals. Because I think it would be funny. Me and Marky could roast each other. We could just have a whole bunch of fun. Yeah, Marco's here on, if you don't know, I'm typically going to be here Tuesdays. Marco's going to be here Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll be here Wednesdays. All the other days when Marco's not streaming, he'll be running. I don't know where he'll be running. You could catch him in maybe your home country or your home state. Who knows where he's going to show up? Nobody knows. No, Marco he's unlike anyone else. He's always running, that guy. Every time we're talking in the chat, he's sprinting. If you see his stories, he probably ran today. He might still be running. He might not even be here in the stream because he's running. But anyway, so guys, when I would come home, I went on a tangent there. But I think it would be dope for me and Marco to do a collab stream. I think it would be hysterical, and it would be a lot of fun. So, as far as backtesting goes, is that I would go to work 6 to 2, come home, hit the gym, right? Gotta hit the gym, gotta hit the weights, because why? Weights are life. Then, I would come home, take a shower, eat, and while I'm eating, I would be on the charts from about, I'd probably get home at 2:15 because the job site wasn't far, and I'd be at the gym. I'd come home. I'd be ready I'd be on the charts from 4 till about, I fell asleep, 12 o'clock. Every single day. And on the weekends, guys, I had no life. My friends would ask me to hang out. My family, I would say no. I would be on the charts. I would wake up at 7. I'd go to the gym, and I would be on those charts until my eyes were bleeding. And then I would do the same thing on Sunday. I would have, guys, I'm telling you, it would come to the point where I had no choice but to close the charts down because I couldn't even keep my eyes open anymore. I would fall asleep with the laptop on my chest. That's how much back testing I did. You gotta want this shit bad, man. Nobody's gonna come and give it to you. Nobody. What you put into this is what you get out. You gotta know that. So if you're the guy who's putting 12 hours in on the charts, right? I don't care what anybody says on Twitter. On the weekends, we're like, oh, take time away from the charts. No. You want this shit? You want to be profitable? You got to put time in behind the charts. Until you're ready to go and spend that time on the weekends, you got to devote your life to this. You have to. Don't listen to the people on Twitter, okay? Half of them don't even know what the hell they're talking about. I promise you. Half of them don't even make money. They're selling you shit, okay? Half of them don't make money. The people that tell you, I'm going to keep 100% honest and keep it a buck. I'm like all of you guys. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this shit for like 6 years. I didn't go out on the weekends. And do I regret any of it? No, not a single moment. You need to go and back test. You have to have data. You have to come to the market and be like, this setup happens here. It wins this many amount of times. This is what happens at this time. I trade this session. What happens with this candlestick? I analyzed all of it and I wrote it down in this freaking book. That's what I did on the weekends. That was my weekends for a year straight. A year. Okay? No prop firms, no trading, just back testing and trading demo. Okay? You gotta want this freaking so bad, man. That's what's gonna make you great. It's like anything in life, right? It's like anything in life. If you want to be a Major League Baseball player, you gotta go to the batting cage, right? But if you guys don't know, like, baseball was my first passion in life. I was gonna play in college. I was gonna play Division I. I blew my arm out. I was a center fielder and a pitcher. Baseball was my entire life, guys. And I'll tell you this: I went to the Little League World Series when I was 12, and it was you guys see like the Little League World Series on baseball. I was there. So my whole life was baseball, man. Everything. I went to baseball camp. I had travel ball after. I would go home and hit in the cage. Like, I wanted this so bad. The charts is everything in life is the same way. What you put into something is what you're gonna get out. So when the guy tells you on the weekend, hey, go out and drink and have fun with your boys and don't devote yourself to the charts, I tell you, flip him one of these, okay? Because he has no clue what he's talking about. Not a clue in the world. You have to put time in behind the charts, okay? To anybody telling you that on Twitter, because I see people saying it on Twitter, and I don't bash back at them, but they're freaking wrong. They're wrong. You got to put your time in behind the charts, because that's something you can't teach somebody. You are what you put into this, and you will forever be that. And I still am learning, guys. I'm still getting better. I don't think I'm the best. I think I have a really strong edge, and I think that I can be one of the best that this industry's ever seen. I really do, and it's only because I keep trying to get better myself. I don't think that I have the holy grail, and I'm on the weekends partying. I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I smoke hookah every now and then because I like hookah, but I don't drink. I don't do any of that shit because I try to stay dialed all the time. I'm extremely rigid with my workout. Like, I'm in the gym 6 days a week. I'm doing fasted cardio. I'm eating clean. Like, your whole life has to have discipline. All of it, or else it's going to reflect on the charts. If you're chaotic and you're emotional and you don't have a regimented life, like, it's going to reflect on the charts. You're going to come to the charts every single day and you'll be like, holy cow, I'm on tilt. I'm not focusing on my system. It's because everything outside of your life is fucked up, right? You're going through emotional pain. Like, you're having financial issues. You're having issues with your relationship. It's like all this crap. All of it is going to be a culmination of bullshit, right? And it's going to go onto the charts. All of it. Because you're emotional. You're going to come to the charts, you'll be like, fuck, I need this money. And I'm sorry, but I'm cursing, but I have to. Because you're going to be like, attached to the trade. You're going to be attached to the outcome. You're going to be like, fuck, I could pay for my rent with this shit. Because I've been there, guys. I've been there. I've done all this crap. I've done all of it. Every single thing I've done. So whatever you think, and you think that you're special and that you're going through shit that I haven't, you're wrong. I've done all of it. All of it. I've blown accounts. I've over-leveraged. I've went on tilt. I've blown accounts. You know, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I still blow accounts. I still make mistakes. I'm not 100%. But I'm well ahead of 95% in the industry. Because half of them aren't showing you the real shit. They're showing you the glitz and the glam about it. You know, they're showing you their positive P&Ls. They're not showing you the red days. You know, there are some that do, but a lot don't, man. And I'm here to tell you the truth is that, you know, you are what you make yourself in this, and I'll always be open and transparent with you guys, is that, you know, listen, guys, to be honest, I just got funded my Apex accounts. You know, I got those 150K accounts, right? I took a trade on the plane yesterday, right? I couldn't get out of the trade. I was up $2,000 on the trade, right? I couldn't get out. Guess where my Apex accounts went? Bye-bye. Gone. Why? Because I broke my rules. I shouldn't have traded on the freaking plane. The trade was in profit. It was right. I just got those 150K PA accounts, right? I was up $500 on them. I traded on the plane. I couldn't get out of the trade because the Wi-Fi was messed up. And guess where my accounts went? C'est la vie, pal. They're gone. And you know what? That's my mistake. And I own that. I shouldn't have traded on the freaking plane. I should have just waited. I should have waited. It was an A+ setup, or I should have exited the trade. I should have exited the trade when I was up. And right before we took off, I was up like 2,000 and I held it like an idiot. And I couldn't set and I couldn't trail my stop because the Wi-Fi was out. I was freaking out. And that 4-hour candle yesterday, look, I'll even pull it up. This 4-hour candle here, right here. Where is it? It's right here. Look. This is where I was, right? This is where I was. The plane's about to take off. Whoa, Tyler, you're looking green. You're like, all right, this looks good, right? I wanted to trail my stop to here. To here. I got in Asia here, right? I wanted to trail my stop to 50% of this candle, right? And then all of a sudden, this 4-hour candle comes out. And like, oh, I can't get out. I can't get out. The Wi-Fi. Oh, no. The Wi-Fi's fucked up. Guess what? My accounts are gone. And I have to restart. And I'm okay with that. Do you know why? It's because I still have a strong edge. And I'm going to just get the accounts right back. Okay? Lesson learned. Don't trade on an airplane, guys. Don't do it. Just wait. Please, don't do it. And I got humbled. And I deserved every single freaking bit of that yesterday. I deserved every single second of what just happened to me yesterday. Every single second of it. And I make mistakes, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm still growing. Okay? I'm not like some freaking guru who never loses. I lose trades and I blow accounts. Okay? It's part of the game, guys. But I don't treat my live. I have to make this evidently clear. I don't treat my live account anywhere near the same. I trade live with Alpha Prime and I trade live with my live account. I don't treat them anywhere near the same that I treat props. Why? Because, guys, even if you think about it, okay, even if I blow another set of Apex PAs, right? I made over 6 figures on my first set of PAs. My ROI is extremely, extremely huge. I get my accounts right back, and I think I'm gonna go for, guys, I was trading the 150s, but I trade the 50Ks better. So actually, after the stream ends, I'm gonna pick up some more 50Ks, and I'm gonna be trading them. I trade them better. And I'm just gonna go back to my 50Ks, and even if I just get a $40,000 payout, right? That erases the pain that happened yesterday. Gone. I got those accounts for 90% off. You know, I got them for $39 a piece. Of course, I activated them for $2,000, which kind of sucks, right? But I get the $40,000 payout, and it's like nothing even happened. That's the power of props. And I want to tell you is that I don't treat my live account anywhere near the same risk dynamic. And you got to understand this, is that probably 95% of people that are trading these freaking prop firms will never be able to trade a live account. Do you know why? It's because they're stuck in this notion of over-leveraging and oversizing. These props are made for you guys to blow accounts, right? You got to know that. They're made for that. They're going to give you over leverage. You're going to oversize. You're going to go on tilt. You know, you could pass in one day. It's like, these are meant for you guys. If you bring that shit to a live account, dude, I promise you're going to lose everything that you've ever hoped and loved. It's going to be gone. The way I trade my live account, I only trade micros on my live account. That's it. I took a swing trade on NQ. I took 5 micros. I made $10,000 on 5 micros. So don't let anybody tell you that you can't trade micros, because I'm proof. I made 10 grand on 5 micros. But yeah, guys, like, I'm fully transparent. So I have to restart my Apex accounts, and you know, and I was actually in the trade on my Funded Next accounts too, and the Funded Next accounts took heat on the plane too. I should have totally avoided trading on the freaking plane yesterday. It was a complete freaking utter mistake. So bad. But yeah, I'm not going to hide it from you guys. I tell you the God's honest truth. Like, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. And I'm still getting better. I'm getting better every single day. And trust me, Taylor let me hear it yesterday. Well, I got off. I ran off the plane yesterday, right? I ran off the plane, right? And she'll tell you, babe, come here, for a sec. Look, guys, I'm gonna even bring her in, babe. What happened yesterday? Get in the camera, babe. What happened yesterday? Get down a little. Crouch down, babe. Get in the camera, honey. Show the people. Look at him. Look at them. What did I do yesterday? I made a big mistake, right?
Bad.
See, she's right here. Bad mistake. I traded on the plane. Guess what you told me to do? What did you tell me to do?
I said exit everything before.
What'd you say, honey? Tell the people.
I said exit everything before.
Did I listen?
Because the Wi-Fi will probably not be good.
Did I listen?
No.
There you go. See, guys, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. That's why I have her. But she was pissed at me. See? No, she's not a traitor. She is Taylor Marie Francis is actually my she's my social media manager. She's my she's my secretary. She is the love of my life, and she just guys, she was with me when I had absolutely nothing. Like literally, she paid my rent for me. She was with me for 5 years when I had shit, guys. I didn't have anything. I was blowing challenges. I was a loser. I had nothing. And yeah, we come a long way since then, man. We really have. So I owe her my life. And you gotta have a woman like that, man. You are who you surround yourself with, and she keeps me grounded. And she told me to exit the trade, and I didn't listen. Who heard the slip up, bro? What was the slip up? More worth than money. Wait, Paul, what was my slip up? Oh, yeah, my secretary. Yeah, she's my secretary. She helps me with a plethora of things. Oh. Can you show your dots indicator? I'm not, I don't have it on here. Guys, I've been trading off of I've been liking, I'm not gonna say the platform. I did Project X. I've just been trading off of it better. I'll show it, guys. I'll show that on my YouTube channel, not here. God bless you. My wife is the same. Yeah, man. She's a beast. But yeah, she told me, and I got humbled, man. The market humbled me yesterday. The market humbled me, and I deserved it. Oh, Saratoga. Hold on, guys. How could I? Are you kidding? Of course. Are you kidding? Of course. Are you kidding? Of course. It's right here. I got it. I'm drinking my aminos with it. Can you make a video on your step-by-step backtesting method? I've always just used Thinkorswim On Demand or TradingView and TradeZilla. It's super new to me. Yeah, I'll actually, guys, one of my partners as well is TradeZilla, so we can we'll do a full backtesting with them. And you know, maybe if we don't get a I'll talk to Riz about it. Maybe if we don't get a trade here, maybe we could just do like kind of like a backtesting session. I don't know. Maybe that could be something in the future on the stream that we could run. But yeah, I'd love to show you guys how to backtest and stuff. It's extremely powerful, man. You need to have all this stuff. And that's one thing that I really do preach. But what is your YouTube channel? I stream, guys, every single day when I'm not here. I stream on my channel. I just got back from Florida, so I just got back from New York, so I wasn't streaming last week. But yeah, I stream every single day at Market Open, TG Capital. But you guys can follow me there. Obviously, guys, tomorrow you got to be tuning into Marco. That's my brother, or Mr. Clean, Magic Eraser. Hold on, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second here, guys. Hold on. Wait, is Marco, are you watching? Hold on. Riz, somebody clip this. Hold on, I got Marco right here. Here he is. Marco. Here you go, buddy. Here, look. Here, look. Riz, somebody clip this. Here you go, Marky. I'm rubbing your head. This is Marco right here, guys. He's right here. Don't worry. Oh, he's not running. He's right here. I found him. There he is. Marco. Wait, Marco, what were you doing hiding under my kitchen sink? Are you kidding me? You can't be hiding there. Oh, I found him. He must have just got back from his run. No, he was telling me. He's like, look. He's like, yeah, we got some cleaning to do, Ty. But yeah, Marco will be here tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for him, and he'll actually be streaming right here, Marco. Right here. There he is. But anyway, we're going to go put Marco away. Apparently he said he needs some water. He's very parched from the run. Oh, God. Yo, Marco's my boy. Yo, you guys, you got to know, if you can't rip on your friends, you're not friends. You got to know that. If you can't rip on your boys, they're not your boys. I'm always talking about my guy, Mr. Clean. The Magic Eraser. I'm fixing my light, guys. Marco gonna get you back. I know. It's okay. He can roast me. I love it. I have thick skin, guys. I was in the elevator union for 3 years. You have no idea what those guys used to say to me. Just some of the worst stuff you could ever even imagine. This is how we do in Long Island, bro. Yeah, it is a Long Island thing. You got to be able to rip on your boys. If you can't, you guys aren't friends. I'm telling you right now. If you're too nice to your boys, that ain't the friendship I want. I want Marco to get on here tomorrow, and I want him to make me cry with insults. Cry. I love it. It's the best. There's nothing more fun than ripping on your boys. Local 1 guys are wild. Yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I worked with some serious dudes, man, and they broke me down mentally. They broke me down. Like, they were... the stuff they used to say to me was wild. And it actually, guys, I swear, hand to God, it got so bad to what they were saying to me is that I literally had to go on anxiety medication. That's how bad it was. So if anyone has thick skin now, it's me. Those guys used to say shit that I can't even repeat on here. So I have extremely thick skin now because I worked construction since I got out of college. Since I was 21. I'm 30. And I've heard it all, man. I've heard it all. I'm moving to Long Island. Dynamic Tiger. I don't recommend that. It's the property taxes are out of control. It's extremely, extremely expensive to live, and I think your money goes way further somewhere else. But listen, to each his own. Long Island's beautiful. I just think it's very overpriced. That's why I got out of there. That's why I'm in Miami now. Local 3 a long time ago. Yeah. How you become an elevator mechanic. Taylor's dad, who you just saw, got me into the elevator union. He was my supervisor, and I had to take a test. Well, no, this is what happened. Guys, they gave out I think it was 1,500 applications. You have to get it online, right? So, if you guys watch my streams, Papa Gene got me in, and so what happened is that even though he can get me in, it's called a quota hire. So basically, the company I worked for, ThyssenKrupp. If you guys know big elevator companies, you got like Otis, Schindler, ThyssenKrupp. Those are like the big 3, and Kone. And so what happened is that he goes, you still got to get the application online. And guys, I had me on the computer, Papa Gene on the computer, Taylor on the computer. 1,500 applications gone in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Taylor actually got the application for me. She clicked it and she happened to get it. I didn't get it. Papa Gene didn't get it. So, yeah, he got me into the union. He got me in as a quota hire. So I got that application, and then they could bring me in from there. And, yeah, the benefits are the best in the country. I mean, they start you out paying there. You know nothing about elevators. Nothing. You don't know a dime. You can't even, you could probably just barely tie your shoes, and you're making $33 an hour starting. That's knowing nothing. You got to go to school once a week. And then after that, guys, when you become a mechanic there, they're making over $100 an hour, and that's just in their check. That's not including their benefits. So they're doing astronomical numbers. And I was like, screw it, I don't give a shit. I'm leaving this place. I want to be my own boss. But yeah, man, he got me in, and to tell him I was leaving and I was moving to Miami and I was quitting my job, it was a tough thing to do because he was my boss. It was hard. Marky's here? What did Marco say? It's just crazy expensive and libs. Oh, yeah, Marshall. We're not gonna get into that on stream, but yes, I can't deal with those people. You know, those types of people. I won't say it. I'll say it on my stream, but not here. those types of people, we have to get away from them. We can't wait. Marky, Marco, are you here? Marco, drop a comment if you're here right now. Marco, I know you were probably running, pal, but Marco, if you're here, just say what up in the chat right now. Dad making sure his daughter taken care of, 100%. Can I check gold? Yeah, I could check gold. It's just like... No, my FVG... I have another model that we'll discuss next week, and we'll go over that model. So today we discussed the 930 inversion model. Next week we'll go off of the 930 regular fair value gap model. I have 3 plays that I take between 930 and 950. And today we went over one of them. We'll save the next one for next week. Because, guys, we have to have stuff to talk about next week. So let's save that for next week. We'll go over that, see if we get a trade. Muhammad, you've been asking me, please show your intraday gold strategy. I don't have one. Muhammad, you keep asking me it. I don't have it. Okay? There is none. Are your FVG entries only off inverse? For this model, yes. But for the other ones, no. Do the live, Tyler. It would be hilarious to watch. Imagine if that guy gets elected mayor of New York. Oh, stop Run City. We can't be getting into politics here, man. It's a dangerous place. Yeah, but if that guy does get elected, they're in big trouble. Big trouble. Yeah. No, NYC's toast. They'll have government-issued freaking grocery stores. It'll be communism. It'll be bad. I'm trying to tell my parents to get out of there. Taylor's parents are leaving. My parents are leaving. I got a 13-year-old brother, so he's still in school, so they're waiting for him to graduate. But I'm like, yo, you guys not even make it that long. It's getting scary over there. Enter sells? No, we're not trading today. We're done. There's no trades. Definitely don't enter sells. If it works for your model, but I'm not taking any trades. No way. Religion and politics are my 2 favorite subjects. Yeah, well, let's keep this to trading, okay? We're gonna keep this to trading. Give me some more questions, guys. Give me some more. Is the Bollinger Band making a butterfly or what? Yeah, this is the butterfly. Emka, this is what we call the butterfly trading model. So basically, once you get 2 wings, right, and it flies away like a butterfly, this is going to all-time highs. It's extremely powerful. It's basically the wing here, and then the wing here, and then you're flying high. You don't even need any technical analysis. As soon as you see the butterfly, you close your eyes and you hit long. That's it. It's that simple. It's a butterfly. I have a small place in Palm Beach. If he wins, I'm out. I have equity in the GC house. I'm gone. Marshall, I'm actually moving. I'm gonna move up more north in Florida, so I'll be closer to Palm Beach. We gotta meet up, bro. We gotta meet up. How do you analyze gold chart? Oh God, I did it again. Oh jeez. Sorry, I moved it on accident. I'm on the wrong thing. Okay. Do you want me to check gold? I'll check gold for you guys. You guys want to see gold? Let's see. Hold on. Let's check gold. Nothing on gold. I mean, it had this inversion here, but it's outside of 10 o'clock. Like, this was an inversion play here. But like I said, I have no data on this. Boom. Boom. That's the inversion there. But it's outside of our window. Like, this happened at 10 o'clock. Right? I like to see it before the macro. But like I said, go and back test it. Go and back test it. Get some data on it. But that's what I would have been looking for gold. Is that inversion here. Boom. Give it a little room. 1 to 3. This is already a 1 to 5. But yeah, you gotta get data on it. Like, I don't have data on that, so I'm not gonna go and trade that. You know? Euro USD. Definitely, I'll show you the options game, and I know the only good Italian spot down there. Are you talking about? Are you talking about? Hell yeah, Marshall, I need to get into the options game. Are you talking about Cafe Moderano, Marshall? You know Cafe Moderano? It's in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, but he said Palm Beach. Marshall, you know Cafe Moderano? It's in Lauderdale. Can you make a Discord channel so we can gather and plot during Asian and London? Guys, I can make a free Discord. I just don't know how. Someone's got to teach me how to make a Discord. Roslano, Forex. We're trading futures here. We're trading futures here. We'll go over Forex on my channel. Okay? But not here. We're doing futures. I don't know it. In Fort Lauderdale, Umberto's of Long Island is better. It's the same guys from New Hyde Park. That's the original Umberto's. Yo, the best Umberto's is in Wantagh. That one's fire. So good. Rosanna, we're going to focus on futures here, and I promise, on my stream tomorrow, we'll go over Forex. For the sake of the stream, we'll just do futures, okay? I love you, but we got to stay focused here. Okay, what else you guys saying? Tyler, do you trade chemical symbol AU? Like AUD USD? Let's see what else you guys are saying here. You use moving averages on chart Fanatics. Do you not use them under 1 minute trades? Good question. On the 1 minute trades, no, I don't use the moving averages. Just the Bollinger Bands. On my higher time frame, 4 hour entries, yes, I do. Which do you prefer, futures or Forex? I'm going to be honest, I prefer Forex just because I like the swing trade. I prefer CFDs. Like, if I didn't have to trade futures, I wouldn't. Like, I mean, I would. I would because I would trade Apex because the ROI is astronomical. But as far as, like, being able to swing and hit huge trades and that, I just love that. So, but the CFD space is not the same, man. It's not, they have all these different rules now, and it's just far from what it used to be. What time do you stream on your channel? I stream every day about, like, from 9:20 till about 10:30, so about an hour. How far back should you go in backtesting? Great question. So, the lower the time frame you go, the more data you need. So, I would say if you're looking for 1 minute entries, you need a minimum of 100 to 150 trades. Minimum. And for a 4 hour time frame, like an up, I usually got, like, I have around 6 to 7 years of data. Because it's easier to backtest that because you're not getting as many setups and it's on a higher time frame. But the lower the time frame you go, the more data you're going to need because the reliability of the lower time frame isn't going to be as strong as the higher. So I would say if you're doing anything lower time frame, at least get 100 trades backtested. Minimum. And it's not as much as you think. So get 100 trades, get the data on it, and get a few years of different data, like different market. Like, so this is what you guys got to understand is that, market cycles are different. The structure of the market is different. Sometimes you're going to need to adapt your model. So maybe, backtest, like you can go and backtest certain years, like maybe, 2020 and then 2023 and then 2025. It's like this way you're getting different market structure, market cycles, and that now you have it's like, okay, this works in all different types of markets because sometimes it only works in certain market conditions. You like the CFD charts better, right? Stop run. Yeah, I like them. I don't know what, but for my swing trades, I like trading the CFD charts a little bit more just because there's I feel like I see fair value gaps that don't print on the NQU chart or the most recent contract of the futures chart. How did you trade ES today? I traded ES today, but I got stopped out as soon as whatchamacallit, as soon as the PPI news, it stopped me out at break even. Unfortunately, PPI stopped me out, but it's all good. The trade was running nice. I was up like $400 or $500, and then PPI came out and stopped me out. I thought we were gonna get a continuation higher, so I was like, all right, let me just go break even because you just never know. But yeah, I got stopped BE on that. Tyler, what is the prop firm process? You pay for a challenge, you pass/fail, they give you massive amounts of money to trade. Okay, so let's go with Apex, because I think that, like, as far as an ROI perspective goes, it's the best. So for Apex, they run a 90% off sale, right? Dynamic Tiger, say you wait for 90% off, right? Yeah, Logan, I'll go over it. Logan, here, let's go over it right now real quick, and then I'll answer the question. I'm gonna pull it up here. Let's see, let's go to 4 hour. So where was it? Okay, here. No, wait, where was it? Oh, okay. I entered here. My stop was here below this low, right? As soon as we broke this high, I went BE. I went BE because I didn't want to see price go back, Logan. So we broke this high here. This is the 18 candle, right? As soon as I broke that high on 18, right? I went BE here. Boom, because I really wanted to see price just keep going higher. And as soon as it came back, it fucking took me out. And that was that. So this was the power of 3 here. That we swept this low here. Boom. We actually took both these lows. So I was like, all right, this looks even better. So I waited for this candle closure. Got in here on the close. Stops were here. I risked around $500 on the trade. And I was up like, I don't know, 300 or 250. And then what happened here is that this PPI candle came out and stopped me BE. Not fun, but it's all right. It's part of the plan. Part of the plan. But yeah, that was the trade there, Logan. Yeah, took that same PO3. Yo, Logan, you're freaking crushing it, dude. Yeah, I got stopped too, bro. It sucked. It's all right. Good stop, though. Still a good trade. NQ into that 60-minute FVG now. Okay, yo, wait. Dynamic Tiger. Hold on. I need to get my charger for my laptop. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Hold on. One sec, guys. Oh, just plug in my laptop. Okay. I'm back. Okay. So, Dynamic Tiger, we're going to go over the prop firm. So, we're going to go over Apex for the sake of this discussion today. All right? So, you get the 50K accounts with Apex, right? And you get them for 90% off. So, around $16 an account. Pretty cheap, right? You can pass in one day. So, your all-in cost, we're going to go over the mathematics here, okay? We're going to go over the mathematics. Ready? So, you get the 50K accounts for 90% off. 16 times 20. That's $320, right? Now you got 20 accounts with Apex. Let's just say you pass in one trade, right? Or you pass in two. Now, you have to activate the accounts. Now, when you activate them, they're around $140 a piece times 20. That's $2,800, right? So, now your all-in cost is around $3,000 for your accounts. Your first payout could be $40,000 in 8 trading days. 40 grand. So they give you, you're essentially never really paying. You got to think of it like this, guys, is that you're paying for the drawdown on the account. When you get a 50K account, it's not 50 grand. You're paying for the drawdown. So you're getting $2,500 worth of drawdown on Apex, on the 50Ks. So when you finally do pass, you technically have $2 million worth of funding, but you're paying for the drawdown for each of those accounts. So you're getting around $2,500. But think about it like this. Once you get past the threshold of $3,000, the account now becomes static, and then now you could build your own buffer. So now you have now you have a $10,000 buffer on the account. Now you have $10,000 of drawdown because it's gonna lock to $50,100 after you make $2,600 in the account. So you have $2,500, you get funded, you pay the activation fees, all that, $2,800, right? You get funded. Now, You make $2,600 on the account. Now the account's gonna lock to $50,100, right? And now you can essentially build your own buffer on the account. Now you can make the buffer as big as you want. You got 10 grand, you got 10 grand to play with. Now you could size your trades up. That's how I tell people is you gotta take it slow. Build that buffer. Once you build a buffer, you could scale up. Once you build a buffer again, scale up a little more. Done that already. So yeah, that's how it works, is that you wanna go with the props that give you the best ROI. 100% at the end of the day. It's like you want to put your money in. If you're not going to trade a live account, you want to go to the prop that's like, okay, where can I extract the most money out of this firm? Where is that? And I think personally for me, I think that's Apex. And as far as reliability goes, name another firm that's paying out 7 figures to traders. And as far as ROI, they're number one, because you could put in 3 grand and walk away within 8 days from them. 8 days, you can make $40,000. That's just how I see it. It's like, I want to go where I can make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. F around and find out. I'm supposed to be live every Wednesday, but I was on vacation seeing my family in New York. So I switched with Mr. Clean Malky today, and I will be on every single Wednesday from now on. Why a lot of people complain that Apex don't pay the payout. Do you want to know why they complain? I'll tell you right now. It's because they're breaking rules. That's why. It's because they break rules and they try to go on social media and manipulate the system and try and strong arm them and be like, oh, well, I did this. Meanwhile, they're like breaking the 30% risk windfall rule. They're breaking a ton of rules, and they're just like, they're only showing you what they want you to see. You gotta remember that, guys. Social media is a deceptive place. People will go on there, right? And they'll only show you their side. And then it's like, guys, I'm gonna tell you, before I had a following, I never had a single problem getting a payout with Apex. Not one. And I got it in 2 days, even on a Sunday. I would get $40,000 into my account. I never had a problem. I didn't have a following. I didn't have anything. So I wasn't breaking. And the one time I did get denied, right, is because I broke a 30% windfall rule, which was my fault. I deserved to get denied. And I traded another 8 trading days, and then I got my payout approved. People complain about the dumbest shit because they're breaking the rules. Just hit 140 points TP, testing something with Marco Strategy and NQ on my Apex evaluation I got from you. On MIPA. Yep, they break the rules. Exactly. Bro, what is live thing with Apex? People talking on Twitter. They said they are moving to live on Apex. What does that mean? I think, I'm not completely sure, that Apex is coming out with some sort of live funding program this way. Because think about it like this, guys. The firm needs to have a stop loss on you at some point. Because you can only milk them in the sim environment for so long. At the end of the day, guys, if you aren't trading in a live environment, you and the prop firm are fighting against each other, right? They don't want you to win. Why? Because you're extracting money from the business. That's why the CFD props got rid of me. It's because there is no live funding model, right? Now, I'm an adherent risk to all those. Let me look at you guys. When you're trading a firm that doesn't have a live funding model, you're taking big payouts, you're a risk to the firm. A big one. Why? Because they need the 90% of people who lose. That's why the CFD firms are so strict on, like, every single firm on CFDs, when I got a big payout, I got banned after. Why? Because they don't want me to take another one. They need the 90% of people who are losing for them to stick around. And so what the stop loss is in the futures firms is that they're bringing you to a live account. That's all it is. It's a stop loss. It's so you're not milking them in the sim anymore. Most of them, the live environments aren't even great. They kind of suck. They give you a tight DLL, and it's like, what's even the point? I'll take this money and go trade my own live account. So I'm not a big proponent of trading live. That's what I want to do. I want to milk the sim as much as I can and funnel that money into my own live account. I don't really care to trade live with these firms because they're giving me a $1,000 daily loss limit or a $3,000 daily loss limit with $50,000 in funds. It's like, thanks for nothing, you know? I just keep it honest, guys. Like, I'm not a huge live trader guy. Like, I don't really care for it. Like, I'd rather them just ban me and just pay me out. Been denied a payout from Apex like you hear? Yeah, like I said, 2 trades. I've been denied a payout. I've been denied twice for the 30% windfall rule. I got denied twice for that. That was my fault. And because I think it was like my P&L went below 30% on a single day, and I submitted the payout. And you got to submit the payout anyway. You got to submit it no matter what because they got to deny it. So they denied it. I traded for another 8 days, and I got my payout. No problem. And it was my fault. I deserved the payout to get denied. 100%. Without a doubt. totally deserve that. Yeah, thanks for nothing, those live accounts. Yeah. What's your risk plan when trading challenges, TG? It depends on the challenge. Typically, when I do my Apex challenges, I'll pass in one trade. I'll wait for a nice A+ entry, and I'll pass it in a single trade. That's usually what I do. I try to get funded fairly quickly, especially when the accounts are running like 80% off, 90% off. They're like $30, so it's like I want to get those accounts passed and funded right away. Yeah, bro, my plan is to get max allocation with Alpha Capital, FTMO, and Fund the Next, then take those funds and put it into my personal account. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, I can't trade with FTMO or Fund the Next. We're not allowed to in the United States, unfortunately. And Alpha, I'm with Alpha Prime, so I'm not allowed to trade through Alpha Futures or Alpha Capital anymore. It's in my contract, so I just trade my live account with them. But yeah. You have another strategy for session? Because I remember you trade on London 30-minute chart. Yes, I do, Ali. That's my trident pattern that I use, but I have a few models that I utilize now. That has to come in London session, and that's the one that you've seen on Chart Fanatics. Not gonna lie, prop firm rules actually made me more of a disciplined trader. Yeah, they can, and it's good. It's just they over leverage you. Like that's what the thing is that they give you a lot of leverage at your disposal, like to be able to trade, 15 contracts on $2,500 worth of 10 contracts on $2,500 worth of drawdown on Apex. It's like, that's a lot of size, man. It's a lot. You just got to be able to manage that correctly and emotionally. I thought we couldn't pass in one day. I thought minimum was 7. No, Apex you pass in one day. One day pass. I think now Apex will put traders on live after they request their first payout, so they can't milk Apex. Nah, that won't happen, guys. There's a lot of risk for the firm when they're bringing you live. They're only gonna bring certain traders live. But that's the thing. You're going live with your money. It's like the money that you made. You made that money already. I'd rather just have it and have no rules and have and have no profit split and just be able to put it into my account. I don't know. I just feel like it's more beneficial for me to just have it. Like, I'd rather just get paid out and put it in my own account and have no profit split and have no DLL that I have to adhere to. That's extremely tight. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. That's just the way people feel differently about it, but that's just how I feel about it. I'd rather just have my own account. 1 mini is good enough for me. I learned that quick. Hell yeah, bro. That trident pattern is legit for overnight trading on gold. I told you guys, that model's crazy. Clinton, I would suggest the best thing for you to do is to backtest, get data refinement, and focus on a prop that is extremely reliable that will pay you out, and go in small. Don't oversize, don't over risk, take it slow. It's not a rush, and fund the other accounts with the payouts that you get from that initial investment, and then kind of snowball it like that. So like you get a payout and then you fund it, you fund more, and then you get a payout, you fund more. It's like kind of a cycle that you go on. So that's what I would recommend you guys do. I gotta pee again, guys. I drank so much water. Be right back. I gotta pee. Guys, I'm back. I had to pee again. I'm sorry. Guys, I had to pee again. I'm just going to start keeping a bucket right here, and I could pee right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Next stream, I'm keeping a bucket right here, and you guys can watch me pee. Guys, I had to urinate. What do you want from me? I had to pee. I've been drinking too much water. Did I wash my hands? No. I wanted to get back to the chat. I didn't, guys. I didn't. Excellent live streams. Absolutely loving it. Steady follower of TG like many. Love his energy and knowledge. All streams with Chart Fanatics has been really great. Improved all around. Hell yeah. Yeah, Chart Fanatics came a long way. I love it. Love it. Love that you guys love. You guys like the lives? Wow, look at this. ES pushing back up. Do we see ATH today? It's ATH. You're so friendly. Love you, bro. Love you guys. I freaking love you guys. You guys are my family. You guys are my freaking family here. I freaking love you. Hold on, I'm just checking the chat here. Guys, sorry we didn't get a trade today. Okay, I do apologize. Well, I'm actually not gonna apologize. Why am I gonna apologize? We're stuck to our system. A no trade day is still green. We're preserving capital. Okay, so as long as we're preserving capital, A+ in my book. We had a good day on the charts. Bro, your Chart Fanatics episode is currently ranked number 2. How many? I think, yeah. I think I'm no. Maybe one day we could pass Kane. Maybe I think we could. You never know. You never know. We could be number 1. We could be number 1. That video is great, guys. I'm glad you guys got a lot of knowledge from it. Please make a Discord server where we can systematically learn from you. All right, I'll make a free one. But I don't know how. I don't know how to make a free one. I'll learn. What's your pre-trading routine like before you hit the charts, TG? Okay. Pre-trading. So, I get up in the morning, right? I'm checking the 4-hour charts. And I'm looking at the 22 candle, and then, look, I'll pull it up. So, in the morning, I'm up, like, okay, this is the 18 candle. I'm looking at the 22 candle and the 2 a.m. candle. So, I set my alarm for these 2 times. I want to see, all right, do I get it set up on this candle? No. All right, then I'll wait for this candle, 2 a.m. Don't get it set up there. I go back to sleep. If I don't get it set up, I go back to sleep till about 6, right? Wake up, drink my electrolytes, get my aminos, go downstairs. I have a sick gym downstairs called Elevation Fitness. It's freaking phenomenal. I go downstairs, hit my lift, hit my fasted cardio, drink a protein shake, shower, scrub my ass, clean my ass, and then and only then I get to the charts. But it's after the ass scrub. After we do that, scrub the armpits, the ass, the whole body, shower, do the hair, and then I come to the charts. And if I see something at 9:30, I take the trade. And if not, from 9:30 to 9:50, guess what, guys? Then I do nothing. Then I just watch streamers and drink my coffee. But that's it. Look at ES taking out and pushing up. I know, Logan. It sucks. But you don't want to be any part of that manipulation candle lower, Logan. We didn't want any part of that. No part of it at all. We don't want any part of this. It's ugly. It's really ugly. Your butterfly analysis is on point. I'm breaking the bank right now. Chug next live smart. Oh god. Yeah, you guys are too funny. Good to know you scrub your ass. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I don't. It depends on the day. If I'm in a bit of a pinch and I'm in a rush, maybe I don't. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, guys. You wait. You wait for an A+ setup on H4 chart? golden kiss. I either wait for A+ setup on 4-hour chart, or I'll look for a 1-minute entry model, and I'll do that. Those are the only or the only 2 times I'll be trading. Even the armpits have to be scrubbed. Of course, because I got my rubber ducky, and I'm in my bathtub, and I'm scrubbing, dubbing, right here like this. And then sometimes, guys, if I'm feeling real crazy, hold on here. Sometimes, if I'm feeling really crazy, guys, I bring Marco in there with me. I bring Marco in, and I say, okay, I'm running out of soap. I need something a little bit stronger, right? So I can bring Marco. And I'm like, hey, Marco, can you come with me into the bathroom? And he goes, yeah, sure. And I bring him out like this, guys. This is my, look, a fresh box. This is a fresh box of Marco. And I bring him out, and look, I'm like this with Marco. Like this. Marky's right here, look. This is 2 Marcos. Like this with Marco. Marco! And then he plays the game with me, Marco Polo. It's like Marco Polo, and this is Marco right here. He cleans me. So when I'm in the shower, I either use soap or I hang out with Marco. This is the Mr. Clean. He'll be here every single Tuesday and Thursday, guys, for streaming for you guys, and he's extremely excited about it. He is the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. There he is, Marco, everyone. All right, see you later, Marco. Yeah, I am from New York. Marco's gonna rip on me the next. He's gonna rip me tomorrow, Marky. It's okay. I can handle it. But guys, I think the plan here is we're gonna wrap up in a few. I think at 11 we're gonna wrap it up because guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trading the rest of the day, and I kind of just want to get off the charts and have a coffee and just chill and just be done with the charts for the day. I want to eat something, and I think at like 11 o'clock we'll wrap this up. If that's okay, I'll check on the team and see if they're cool. Yeah, Marco Polo. Let's see what they say. But yeah. Any last questions for the day, guy? Any last questions? No, we're not leaving just yet. Give me some more questions. What's your profit target per week? Clinton, I don't have that. That doesn't exist. There's no profit target per week. There'll be weeks where I don't get a trade. There'll be weeks where I get 5 trades. There'll be weeks where I get 3 trades. That is a recipe for freaking disaster right there. You don't have a profit target that you need to hit every single week. Absolutely no. I come to the market. If my edge is there, I execute on my edge. If not, I don't trade. That's it. Very simple stuff. The edge has to be there. If the edge isn't there, you do not trade. You're okay with not trading. You do not go on tilt. You do not execute trades outside of your system. That's it. Would you recommend prop firms for how many MNQ to recommend on 50K Apex? Depends. Yeah, add keys. It depends on your trades, your risk dynamic, how big your stop is. It's like all this stuff matters. I can't go and tell you and be like, oh, 5 contracts is good. What if you have an extremely small stop and you can afford to use, guys? Let's put it in more of a money perspective. On a 2,500 account, if you want to pass the eval quick, shoot for like $1,000 trade, like put $1,000 of risk on it, and then you could pull up the risk like based on your stop. And you could be like, okay, I need this many contracts for this amount of risk. It has nothing to do with the contract size. Go with the dollar amount. So it's like, if I want to risk $500 on my Apex accounts, how many micros is that? Right? And you go by your stop loss. You could put it, it's very simple. You can put it into TradeAvate and you put it into ticks. Look, I'll even show you guys. Like, look, ready? Let me show you. Let me teach you guys something. This is what I do, okay? It works better on the mobile app. Ready? I'm on TradeAvate mobile app. Watch. So say I want to get into an NQ trade. I'm gonna walk you through this together, right? Say I want to risk 50 ticks, right? My stop loss is 50 ticks, and I want to risk $1,000, right? Boom. I need 4 contracts. Say I want to risk $750. Boom. 3 contracts. Let's just say it's an uneven number. Say it's like it's 27 ticks, right? And I want to risk $500. You could just risk 3 contracts because if you size up, it's going to be too much. Or you could do micros. Like these are, it's very simple. You just type in ticks, whether you want to use MNQ or NQ or GC or MGC. You go to micros and you go, okay, what's my stop loss here, right? And you can go, all right, I want to risk $500 of risk on the ticks here. So now whatever suits better, the micros or the minis, you could trade based off that. But go off the dollar amount. Don't go off the contract size. Because it's like, it makes no sense. Whatever your stop is, go to your stop and be like, all right, I want to risk this much money. I'm okay with losing this much. Because if you just take an arbitrary amount of contracts, you're like, oh, fuck, I lost like half my account. When, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, this guy told me to take 3 minis. But it's like, it's way too much risk for you, bro. Like, you can't go by that. It's psychotic. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? With which model you made the most amount of money, sir, please? The Trident model. The Trident, I made the most amount. I made $300,000 in 3 months. But I was trading CFDs at the time. I also did a lot of money with futures, too. Can you make a video on trading psychology, risk management, make a playlist, beginner to advanced? Yeah, sure. Would you guys want to see that? Would you guys want to see me make a video on risk management and psychology? And how to approach props in the right way? Can you show it? Yeah. Peace. I'll show you some stuff on my channel. With which model you made the most amount of money? Yeah. Navjeet, I made the most with my Trident pattern on that's on Chart Fanatics. All your models in YouTube or some. I don't have a paid group. Whatever. Oh God. Whatever I share on YouTube is what I have and the Chart Fanatics video. But yeah, check out my when I'm done here, guys. Go subscribe to my YouTube. I think everything should be in the link below. I'm gonna be streaming there tomorrow, so clock in with me and clock in with Marco tomorrow for his stream. He's gonna crush it tomorrow, Mr. Clean. I know you may not know him by his first name anymore, but his name is Marco, and he enjoys long runs on the beach, and he enjoys cleaning household objects and items. So tune in to Marco tomorrow, my brother. If he's not running or if he's not cleaning, tune into him. But if he is doing one of those two things, please come take a look at my channel as well. We will be live tomorrow. But I'm going to sign off today, guys. I'm going to sign off because I want to get a coffee. And there's no trades today. And we got to leave some stuff to talk about for next week. So, guys, drop in the comments what you want to see from me for next week. And we could focus on that. So I can maybe make like a list and get some stuff ready. And what you want to see from me personally for next week. And we could focus on that. We'll focus on another live trade next week. Hopefully we get something good. If not, you could tune into me tomorrow. Tune into Marky tomorrow. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. And until tomorrow, I love you guys. Peace out. Guys, you better be back for Marco tomorrow. All right? Be back for Marky. Show him some support. Drop a like here in the comments. Go check out TradeZella. All of our amazing sponsors today. Let's go through them one more time. Prop Firm Trader. All of our amazing sponsors. Funded Next. Apex. TradeZella. You know, we cover it all. We got everything you need here in code CF. And yeah, man, we're going to get you right. And I love you guys. And until tomorrow or next week for me, love you. Peace out.